Oh, what was that? What the was that? Let's wash the end of my stick first. Did I have a paranormal Peak District experience? That is a question I'm looking to get answered on this video. Now, this channel isn't about the paranormal. It's not about the supernatural. I'm not a ghost hunter of any kind. I am literally a channel which is all about getting out, enjoying the great outdoors, and making coffee in some of the best beauty spots the UK has to offer. So there is no kind of incentive for me to create this scenario. This is literally something that I experienced and I now want to share with you lot to see if you have experienced something similar and whether you can answer any of the questions that I might have during this video. So the day starts off and I'm heading towards a place called Waterfall Swallet. Now this is a hidden beauty spot in between the villages of Fulo and Eam, and it is this hidden waterfall which is cascading down into this deep limestone sinkhole which is just off the side of the road. So I'm having a great day filming and I get there and I'm all excited. I see the waterfall and it is looking absolutely stunning. It is in full flow because of the heavy rain that we've had recently, and I'm just proper buzzing and I want to get some filming done and enjoy this experience the best I can. So I set up the cameras and the intention is to go off and collect water from the waterfall, and that is what I'm going to use some coffee. But just before I do that, this happens. Oh, what was that? What the fuck was that? Now, clearly something has spooked me there. At the time I say a piece of wood, but looking back at it, it sounds more like a stone or a rock. It's fallen from a great distance. It's hit the floor with some force and it's then echoed around this sinkhole, and it's definitely spooked me, made me jump. Oh, what was that? I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. Oh, what was that? My explanation is that it potentially is a loose rock, because it is a sinkhole at the end of the day and it's still falling. So a loose rock has fallen off the side. The other explanation is that I've kicked a rock, which has knocked it loose and that's then tumbled down as I've walked down. And also something which is quite sinister is potentially there was somebody on the top who decided to throw something down to kind of spook me. But on that point, there was nobody there. I didn't see anybody, I didn't hear anybody, I hadn't seen anybody within that area during my hike. So I kind of am ruling that one out, and I can only think that something has fallen from a great height and that has then hit the ground. It's hit the ground with some force that it seriously makes me jump. You can see in this clip here that I'm still pretty unsure, I'm pretty spooked by what I've just experienced. So I've decided out at this point though to carry on with the video, do what I need to do, and that's what I do. I go over to the waterfall, start trying to collect the water. It's quite funny if you want to go and watch that. I do have a nightmare, but trying to get this water, and I get back, I make my coffee, I drink my brew, and I've kind of forgot a little bit about this rock which had fallen, and I've been able to relax a little bit. After though, and I finished filming and I'm sitting there and I'm just admiring the location and I'm waiting for the mocha pot to cool down, I hear behind me like a whispering, hissing noise. It's really hard to explain, but it was kind of like a that was kind of how it sounded like, and it was coming over my left shoulder. And it's definitely made me turn around quite quickly to see what that was. And there's nothing there. I can't see anything, and the noise stops. So I try to use logic again, because I'm quite skeptic to all this. I don't tend to believe a lot of this kind of stuff myself. So my logic was, maybe the noise from the waterfall is rebounding back off the walls behind me. But that doesn't make sense, because the sound came and went. If it was constantly there, and then I could understand that, but it literally came and went, and I don't understand why. The way I can explain the next bit, and the best way I can explain it, is I had this immense feeling of unwelcomeness. Like I was no longer welcome when I was. There was this feeling inside me that was like, you need to go. You shouldn't be here anymore. Now is the time for you to leave. So I quickly packed up my stuff and I headed off, and I started to make my way up. And as I was making my way up the quite steep kind of path into the sinkhole, I kind of felt like there was something behind me. There was something, some presence watching me, following me, making sure that I got out. I didn't turn around to have a look, I just made my way out. And as I got to the top, all that feeling went. Literally the moment I stepped out the pit, it was gone, there was nothing there. And it was at that point my brain was like, that was weird, like that was pretty odd, what you've just experienced was pretty strange. And that's when it really started to dawn on me, like this was a really strange experience. So I thought, you know, let's head off to the car and I'll do a bit of research on the way. So I did do a quick Google, and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything online to say that the place was haunted. I couldn't find anything online to say that the people that experiences like this in that area. The only bit of information I could find is that in the 1990s, they did find in one of the caves there the remains of a human and an animal. So the next step for me was to go online and share my experience in a Peak District group. Now, this is where I got kind of the mixed responses, and one of the reasons why I've kind of put off making this video. You've got the skeptic crew, a lot of people who decided to comment basically saying, well, what were you drinking, what did you put in your coffee, and this is ridiculous, nowhere's haunted, and that kind of pushback. And then you had the people in the middle who were quite interested in what I had to say, and there's people who experienced something similar. There was one person who commented saying that they heard a loud noise whilst they were down there once. Somebody else commented that they'd been down there and they'd seen a pentagram drawn in the ground. The area which has freaked me out the most was the editing and the pictures that I put up online. So first of all, I posted these pictures online, and straight away people are telling me they can see bodies or a spectre of a person inside the waterfall. Now personally I feel that is literally just the way the rock falls, but it does fall in like a human fall. But I do just think that is natural. I don't think there's anything more to it than the fact that that is just nature, and it is the human brain seeing people in places where people don't exist. And then the other bit is the noises which were picked up during the editing. What? Now that is a bit freaky, I'm not going to lie, that did freak me out a little bit, and people who have listened to that noise, it has also kind of freaked them out a little bit as well, because it does sound sinister. What? Now, I'm wearing a mic today, and this is the type of mic I wore when I was doing the video, except I had a bit of a wind muff on there. Now, it is a cheap mic, it's not a mega expensive one. It was £35 from Amazon. Now, the skeptic in me says that it's the mic playing a trick here. So what the mic would try and do to isolate my voice, it would remove the sound of the running water. At times when I'm not talking, it is going to struggle to understand whether the noise from the water is what's supposed to be on the mic or not, And therefore, I feel like as that actually distorted the noise, and that is what created these kind of ghostly, demonic sounds. I know it sounds like ridiculous when I say that, but that's what it sounds like. If only one of these instances has happened, then I suppose I would just be like, yeah, that's what's happened. It was just, you know, it was just a falling rock. It was just the rebounding noise. It was just my body or my brain playing a trick on me, or it was just the mic being distorted. But the fact that all of these have happened, all within the same location, all at the same time, that's where I feel, did I actually have a paranormal experience in the Peak District? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. I would love it if you can pop a comment below. Whether you think I'm an idiot, that's fine, put that in the comments. Or if you believe that you've experienced something similar and you've got an explanation of what might have happened to me, please do leave me a comment. I'm really interested to see what people have to say on this subject. So thanks for that if you do that. And as I said, this channel is actually about going out there, finding some of the best beauty spots. I visit the Peak District a lot. I make coffee and I just enjoy the hikes. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please do give me a subscribe as well. If you are after more paranormal content, and then I'm hoping that this is probably the only time I'm going to film something about the paranormal,